Listen.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Sherri Shepherd Morning Show. Hey, it is 6 after the hour, y'all. Segment is being brought to you by Charmin. That's right. Tune in to More Than That with Gia Peppers, wherever you listen to podcasts. Brought to you by Charmin. Enjoy the go. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. They're saying that the transition is being subtle and gradual, y'all. What am I talking about? That's the Wendy Williams Show transition into the new host, Sherri Shepherd Show. Now, there's being reported, y'all, source is claiming that the execs and the producers, y'all, are being very smart and strategic in how Sherri will take over, y'all, from the Ellen Daytime Diva, who has been seeking help, y'all, for a variety of health reasons and health issues. Now, the Wendy Williams Show, y'all, they say it's going to slow. They don't want to upset nobody. They don't want to upset the viewers, y'all. They don't want to upset Wendy, allegedly, y'all. They don't want anybody to be upset, y'all, during this transition, because there's so many stories out about this show, about Wendy Williams leaving the show and Sherri Shepherd taking on the show. Now, they're saying that. Now, I read one source that said that it was supposed to happen in June. Then there was another source said that it was going to happen in September. Yeah. But they say Sherri will have to balance making the show her own while also winning over Wendy's diehard fans. Now, the insider is explaining. Now, Sherri, y'all, they say she has to walk a tight rope between being her own woman and respecting what Wendy has accomplished. They expect no major changes, y'all, to the show itself. They said they want everything to feel familiar. Now, over the few next weeks, y'all, they're saying Sherri. Oh, yeah. They said Sherri will reach out to Wendy's fans. Now, they said she wants to invite them along on this next chapter. They're saying you'll see the fan events with Sherri. They're going to do Zoom calls, and she's going to FaceTime the viewers. Now, as the Sun previously reported, y'all, one insider said that Sherri's role as permanent guest host is in name only, so as not, y'all, to upset the fans, honey. And it goes on and on and on. So, you know, I talked to Sherri. I work with her on Dish Nation, and, you know, but she can't say much. You know, she just smiles.
She's still doing both?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
Baby Miss Shepherd, honey, she's still doing both of them, honey. So she, but this week she's going to be on Wendy Williams. She's going to be doing Wendy Williams, and she's not going to be doing Dish Nation this week. But, yeah, she's still doing both of them as of now.
Yeah, the thing about it is, Gary, you know, it's a fine line between, you know, trying to get that show, keep the show going. And the thing about it is we all have to just look at it. You know, if somebody is sick or unable to do the show must go on. Like with any show. You know, if a comedian gets sick or whatever, you have to get a comedian to come in, and that comedian might not perform today, but you just can't not do the show. And the comedian have to come on and do the best job he can to win over the fans that actually came there to see the other comedian. And, you know, I get the part about not changing the set, keeping everything familiar and all that, and try not to ruffle too many feathers. But at some point, you know, when we hope that she get better, we pray that she get better, but she's been out for months. Yeah. Months on top of months. And, you know, it comes to a point where, you know, if she come back and then if she gets sick again because it's been in and out. So, you know what I'm saying? You have to get somebody to start looking at people's situation and their health to figure out, can they do it? If she can do it, then, you know, at some point she come back and continue to do it, you know, in good health and, you know, do her show. Yeah. But if she can't do it and she's not healthy, then, you know, I would just say, you know, let somebody else do it and just start to slowly create a new environment. And then when Wendy gets well, she could always do something else because she still have her name and her brand.
Exactly.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, and that's what they were saying. They said, because, honey, if she didn't come back doing the show, they said, hell, she could start a podcast and make a killing. So they say she could do a podcast. So if she do a podcast, you know, it'll be just as good. And then she won't have to worry about editing what she have to say. She can say what she wants. So that's what they're talking about. So we're going to follow that story, y'all. But you were talking about comedians, though. But speaking of comedians, y'all, T.I., y'all, is speaking out, honey. He responded to Godfrey's comment in a recent interview that he refused to go and watch the rapper's recent stand-up show because he said, y'all, that T.I. is not a comedian. Now, they're saying that Godfrey said that he does not watch people who are not better at what he does. And even though T.I. is taking it seriously, y'all, he said he is not there yet. Now, T.I. clapped back at him. He said, quote, I'm not your opponent, he said, adding that he told the audience that he is not a comedian but a superstar. T.I. said that he has been rapping since he was 8 years old and that it took him 2 decades, years to reach the heights of fame that he's reached, and he's not looking to start over in a different lane, unquote. He said, that's why I am king of the South. He said, because it took it, he said, I took it so serious, and T.I. said, they should, and they said I couldn't do it, unquote. And, now he's the king of the South. So is T.I. comedian out there?
Though.
Huh?
Yeah, I feel what Godfrey is saying. I mean, no disrespect to T.I. at all. And I'm sure Ricky can speak more on this, but as a comedian, I did see one video when Godfrey was talking about how there was a comedian that was opening up for his show, and he was talking to the guy backstage, and the guy was like, oh, I just do this as a hobby, and he was really offended by that. I think a lot of people sometimes just kind of feel like you can just go up there and tell a joke and be funny, and it's so much more to that, right, Ricky?
Yeah, because we make it look easy, but a lot of people don't understand the hard work and the time and the effort and the burn, blood, sweat, and tears that we put into our stand-up. Like, we take it seriously. It's just like somebody say, I want to be a Q, and they just take a T-shirt and put it on and let them throw up the hooks. When everybody else went through this serious process and understanding what the meaning of Omega or Kappa or Sigma or Iota or, Alpha Phi Alpha means or whatever, and then you just have more respect for the game when you go through a lot of stuff and the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that we had to go through, to get to that point. And another thing, comedy is one of the most disrespected arts in the industry. Yeah. We don't have an award show for comedians, right? You got comedians out here like Bruce, Earthquake, some more, Monique that been out here doing some fabulous stand-up comedy. We've been comedy clubs, improvs, and funny bone comedy clubs open all over the country on the weekends. We perform. We keep people entertained every single weekend. No, we don't have albums. No, we don't have videos. But people come to the comedy clubs every weekend. And no one has yet to say, let's do an award show for comedy. But you use comedians to make people laugh during the music shows. So y'all got the VMAs, you got the MTV Awards, you got all the other awards, and comedians just don't get anything. We never get recognized for our art, and it's really sad. So when people, we kind of take it serious and kind of sensitive and feel a certain way about that. Special K, is that?
Yeah, there's no shortcut to comedy.
But there's a shortcut to this color today, honey. They keep sending me. The color today is paper bag on the lawn. Just say tan. That's your color for today. Thank you.
That's all I had.
My coffee just went through my nose.
Mine too, Ricky.